お母さん、みんなの戦いを無駄にはしない。
What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And the main reason why we're making this video is because it was just Robin's birthday. I actually did miss it by one day, but this video is dedicated to this character in One Piece we all know and love. And you know, the thing is I did pull this character, the Memories of Straw Hats, NICO Robin. It was a little while ago from like a random ticket or whatever. So I thought it'd be a really good idea to, you know, go ahead and just promote the fact that it was Robin's birthday, and we can also go ahead and talk about her most recent Sugo-Fest exclusive character in the Memories of Straw Hats. Now look, the Memories of Straw Hat characters, we all know that they're a little mid. They're not that great. I will admit though is that like Robin is not a terrible unit overall. So let's go ahead and actually break down exactly what she's doing. And we've got 3 different arenas here, all with different hybrid captains, hybrid scenarios, different ways you can use this character. So really interesting here that the first one here we're going to be using Sabo, the New Year's Sabo, as the friend captain. We've got Uta for the second one, and then New Year's Luffy is the second, as the third one, should I say. The good thing about Robin, though, is that her captain ability is a little flexible in that you can boost fighter characters and cerebral units, which is kind of nice. She does also boost Psi units, so you can run Mono Psi, you can run fighters, cerebrals, and the fact that she does boost both fighter and cerebrals means that she actually has pretty good synergy with the New Year's Sabo, should I say. So that's interesting. So, you know, if we get some cerebral class or fighter class weakness stuff in the future, potentially this might be a unit you may want to use. Her captain ability, like, is pretty mundane. It doesn't really do that much. It does give you 2 turns of cooldown at the start of the quest though, so it does allow you to get through content faster. It does give you 20% damage reduction, so if you do need to tank some hits, she's pretty capable of doing that. And then, as I mentioned, Psi Fighter and Cerebral is what she boosts. Only a 5.5 times, 1.3 times HP, and recovery boost, though. I feel like a lot of people do underrate recovery boosts in captain abilities, because if you pick up a recovery slot, you're going to be healing for a pretty decent amount. She also makes Dex, Psi, and Tandem slots all beneficial as a captain, and boosts the chances of you landing on a Tandem slot. And then the utility component in her captain ability is that you also remove 10 turns of burn. So that's kind of cool, I suppose. Burn removal isn't all that like important, I guess, but the fact that she does have it is nice. At least there is a utility component in some facet. And then she also states that when you leave a stage, you recover 30% of the damage that you took when you leave. So that's also kind of neat, I suppose. If you did need to take some damage or you did need to stall a little bit on one stage, you actually heal back a pretty substantial portion of that, which is okay. If you do use her as a captain, you get access to that super class special. Now, a lot of these Memories characters, the problem with them is like they're really clunky to use, and their super classes do require you to have multiple Straw Hats on your team to get them to work. Not only that, like you can use Straw Hats, you can also use Nico Olvia, Jaguar D Sol, Crocodile, Sabo, or Koala. So another reason why they have good synergy here, because Sabo, with New Year's Sabo, his EX Super, one of the units you can use in order to fulfill that is Robin, and Robin can use Sabo for her super class effect. So again, pretty good synergies there. Robin's super class special, like most of these Memories of Straw Hats units, minus 10 turns of cooldown, so you can use her special on another stage and then use her super class to bring it back, which is kind of cool. It also extends the duration of your chain multiplicative buffs by 1 turn, and then it also gives you a 2.75 times chain boundary for 2 turns. So that's the biggest component as to why you would use this super class special. And then also further increases increased damage taken on the opponent by 0.25, which does go well with her special ability, which is capable of doing that. And of course, Cerebral will become Super Cerebral. So that's all of her captain effect components. On the screen right now, I will show you guys her special ability, and I've broken it down so it's much easier to consume information when it's kind of listed in this detail, I kind of feel. But as for what her special does, when you launch the special initially, it does remove 1 turn of barrier, 1 turn of damage nullification, and 7 turns of resilience. So that's like the utility component of her special. 1 turn removal of barrier is okay. 1 turn of damage nullification is also kind of fine. There aren't really that many units that remove nullification in general, so again, having another unit that can do that is quite good. Her special ability will also give you 1.5 times chain multiplicative buff as well. well, and that lasts for 2 turns, so that can partner up very well with her superclass special, which gives you a chain boundary. So stacking chain boundary and chain multiplicative buff together does make your chain pretty substantial overall. And then there is an effect where, depending on how much HP you have overhealed or healed before you have launched her special ability, you will get an increased damage taken buff. So you will always get 1.75 times increased damage taken on the opponent. However, if you have healed 30,000 or more before launching the special, then it's a 2.25 times increased damage taken for 1 turn that goes through full immunity. So that's also quite powerful that she can get access to that. So this could have potential synergies with characters like New Year's Luffy, where you could use Robin special to inflict increased damage taken, and then you can use the Luffy special to then give you the conditional boost or whatever, because, you know, obviously sometimes with the way that Luffy works, where you need to have increased damage taken already inflicted or have the end of turn healing buff in order to get the conditional boost. So you could potentially use this to get your condition, and then Luffy can be your conditional boost. Obviously there are other ways to do that, but that's just like a scenario where you could potentially use those characters together in good synergy. So the fact that she gives increased damage taken is quite good. And then of course you can use her superclass to buff the increased damage taken that the opponent will be inflicted with. So technically on the high end, Robin can potentially get 2.5 times increased damage taken that goes through immunity. So that's actually quite strong if you're able to get it to work. Of course, you do need to heal quite a lot before you get her special to that level though. Furthermore, there is the other effect where if you use her special twice in the same turn, it's going to buff chain locks by 0.5, chain multiplicatives by 0.25, which does include the buffs from her own special, which is quite good, and that's pretty much it. So you're not really going to be using her special twice in the same turn, just because of the way that these memories of Straw Hat characters are kind of designed. It's very, very difficult to get that to actually come into fruition. So special ability wise, I think her special is actually pretty respectable, all things considered. She does actually have Super Tandem, but like, again, most of these memories of Straw Hat characters, the Super Tandem is something that you can pretty much forget about. You do need 3 of the listed characters in order to trigger it, which is already one bad thing about it, and then the effect that you get is only a 2 times boost. So the fact that you need 3 units and you're only getting 2 times boost out of that, it's just really, really bad. It does also remove 3 turns of Rainbow Shield. I suppose it could be good, but let's be real, it's a pretty bad Super Tandem. And her support effect attaching to Jaguar, Diesel, NICO, Olvia, Sabo, Koala, or Crocodile. If you use a special to apply a chain lock or damage reduction, you heal 15% of your max HP and increase the chain lock by 0.25. So the one that comes to mind straight away would be like TM Legend Crocodile. Obviously recently just got his 6+. If you use this Robin support on that Crocodile, you can buff the chain boundary that character inflicts. So that's a really cool way to use this. There's a free-to-play TM Sabo that can also give you chain boundary, which this could also attach to. There's a couple of different units you can use, but it's not the most powerful special in support effect in the world, but it's still an effect that you can get access to. But overall, you know, these memories of Straw Hat characters are just kind of like filler units. That's the way that I see it. I feel like most banner units these days are filler units. It's kind of just like filling in the blocks, filling in the time, until we get to that point in time where we get like new Super Sugo-Fest and we can kind of determine whether or not the tier list changes. But overall, you know, this is a really cool way to celebrate Robin's birthday. I do think this character is actually pretty good. I was surprised because at face value, I really didn't expect much from this, but as I was playing through these clips, like everything just worked really, really well. Like everything worked on the first try, no re-attempts, everything was super clean. So I'm honestly surprised. This character works very, very well, especially with the most recent characters that have just come out. But hopefully we do get another high-powered, high-level Robin character in the future. But hopefully you guys did end up enjoying this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.
ひどいことするわ。任せて。頑張るぞ。 バー博士、サウロ、お母さん、みんなの戦いを無駄にはしない。任せて。頼ってくれてありがとう。嬉しかったわ。